made 1 or 2 orders, or even maybe 3, I think maybe 3 orders from Nordstrom. So let's open up this first one. Okay, I was wondering what was in what order, so I wanted to open this one first. It is one of the eyeshadow palettes that I believe is exclusive to Nordstrom. I looked at all of the shades and I thought this might be the most wearable, so I got mine in the shade, let me just see. This is in the shade 519. You can see the exterior packaging has more of that matte velvety appearance to it. This is the High Color Eyeshadow Wardrobe Long Wear Creamy Powder Palette. What I've noticed with limited edition Dior items is that they do not come with a velvet pouch. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I don't know if that's an actual indication of limited edition or not, but that has just been something I noticed. So please let me know what you know about that. We have here the palette, and you can see it has a different appearance to it than your typical Dior Quint, which has a shinier finish on it. But let's go ahead and open this up. I'm so curious to see what this looks like. I went with this one because I thought it looked really wearable versus the other. I think the other 3 had more reddish tones in it, which is a little bit difficult for me to pull off. But I thought there were some pretty versatile shades in here. This is the only one right here that looks like it's pulling a little bit more to that red side, but it looks like a lovely copper shade and then maybe a blush shade in the upper right hand corner. Then we have something, it looks like it might have a cool shift to it, that middle shade. And then we have a lovely brown. Of course, let me know what swatches you would like to see against this for comparison purposes. So I'm really interested to see the performance on this. I considered the blue one. I thought that was really stunning, but this one looked the most usable. But I'd be really curious to be able to play around with that blue palette. But we'll go ahead and swatch this. The formula felt nice and creamy. The bottom shades quite pigmented, reminds me a little bit of the Natasha Denona face palettes, the ones that had the eye, the cheek, and I think a highlighter. The 2 top shades have more of a shimmer satin kind of appearance. Then the middle shade has a very slightly satiny, almost a matte appearance, and the 2 bottom shades appear to be matte. I wonder if these are good for layering, like the Byredo. We'll try it out and see how it goes. Here is the second package from Nordstrom, and I ordered these because of some questions I had. Oh, this one came with a sample. Let's see what that is. So it's like a matte clear envelope almost, like a zippered envelope. This is Dior Backstage. We have lots of paper in here, but let's just take these out. So sweet, we have a little primer, a base serum mascara lash primer. Actually, I believe, is this the one that I used before? I used a primer by Dior for my lashes before I found my Holy Grail mascara, so I really liked this, if that is it. And then we've got this Dior Addict Lip Maximizer. I love that size. It's perfect for the bag. I have 4 additional products. I believe they are all new to Dior. They have this similar kind of velvety matte packaging. So let's take a look and see what we have here. So thank you again for calling my attention to these new products, because even though I have a channel, I'm not the first to know about everything. So it really helps when you direct message me or tag me on Instagram or leave me a comment. Thank you so very much, because this was brought to my attention as probably or most likely the replacement for the Diorshow Pump and Brow, which I love. So I'm so curious about this. This is the On-Set Brow. It's waterproof. It's a brow gel 24-hour volume and lifting effect. So we're going to test this out. As you can see, the packaging is different than the Diorshow Pump and Brow. This is in 032 Dark Brown. So I just want to make sure there's no red in here, because that does not work on my brows. It needs to be cooler. So we're going to take a look at that when I try it. It looks like it's a longer wand to begin with versus the Diorshow Pump and Brow. The brow shade does look like it's on the cooler side. Has a bit of a grayish, like mushroomy tone in there. So that is promising, because any kind of warmth or any kind of red comes across as either purple or orange. So I like that it's got this cool gray tone to it. Then in no particular order, we have a mascara. This is the 24-hour buildable volume mascara, lash by lash definition, lash care. Packaging is really pretty on this. I like that raised design of the Dior on the top there, and it says Diorshow on it. The shade in this is 090 Black. Usually wands that look like this have quite a bit of promise. And I really liked a Dior mascara that I used to use with a primer, so hopefully I will like this one too. We have here the Dior Addict Lip Tint. This is a hydrating colored tint, transfer proof, bare lip sensation. I don't have a whole lot of luck with lip tints, so we're gonna give this a try. I tried to pick, I think, the lightest shade. I went with the shade 351 Natural Nude. And the reason why I don't get along with lip tints is because I already have so much color to my lips that it comes out really, really deep. So that's why I picked the lightest one. So we're gonna see how this goes. So you can see the applicator here. I don't know if a swatch will really show us what this looks like, but I will swatch this for you, and of course we'll do a try on. That lip stain looks quite pretty. We'll see how it interacts with lips that have some color to them already, and we'll also see how comfortable it is. And then we have this. This is a waterproof, I think, liquid liner. Yeah, on stage liner, 24-hour color felt tip. I don't love felt tip eyeliners, but I thought we'd try it. It's in, I think, a brown shade. This is in the shade 781 Matte Brown. You can see here the felt tip. It looks quite tapered, but we'll see how it applies. And then the matte eyeliner. Oh, that's interesting. It was a little bit liquidy on application, and it's bleeding a little bit into the little, I guess, fine lines on my arm. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. I don't know if it's because it's brand new or it needs a little bit of time, but it's not sitting on the skin. Some liquid liners will sit on the skin, but this one did not sit on the skin at all. In fact, my skin absorbed it quite well, but I don't know how that's going to be on the eye. So I like the shade though. It's like a very, very, very dark brown. And this company sent this over complimentary, and they are very careful with their products. So we've got some bubble wrap here. Let's go ahead and open this up. We have a lovely card here, and I think you can see a little bit of the name in the back there. It's finally here, presenting to you the Batman by House of Sillage limited edition with Warner Brothers and DC Comics in celebration of the new Batman film starring Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz. Prepare to capture the olfactory sensorial experience of Gotham City to your surroundings with the new Batman Vengeance fragrance and Batman lipstick in our signature bow case with refillable lipstick. Thank you for your support as always, the House of Sillage team. They have the full collection at House of Sillage, so thank you so much to House of Sillage. And if you recall, I received the other fragrance and candle in the Batman collection, so I'm excited for these two. I was really curious about the fragrance on the second bottle in this collection. I still haven't seen the film, so I've got to take time to watch this movie, The Batman, and this is, again, by House of Sillage. So I've already got this lovely hero fragrance as well as the candle, which smells beautiful. So we've got in here Vengeance as well as the lipstick case. Let's go ahead and open up this lipstick case. Oh, and refill. I wonder what shade is in there. The exterior packaging has the Batman on the front, lipstick case and refill. You also have a bat here. And then on the back of the box, you have more information. So there's a little ribbon here. And usually the House of Sillage case is white. This time it's a black and it has the Batman on it. Inside, it is also encased in a fabric pouch as well. And I love the way these cases look when they're brand new with no fingerprints on them. You've got the House of Sillage, and then you've got the Batman with Swarovski crystals. It's beautiful. On the side it says the Batman. And then on the other side, you also get another bat and another House of Sillage. So it's on both sides. So that's the front. And that's the back. Oh wow. And then there was a lipstick in the case as well. Looking forward to trying this. I'll have to think of something that I can pair this with, but I have a pretty good idea already. If you do get the case, you just take the lipstick and you place it in here. So lipstick goes in the case this way in case you get both. What a gorgeous shade. It's more plummy than I thought it would be. I thought it would have a little bit more of a brick red kind of tone to it, but that's beautiful. Really looking forward to that one. This is the Batman Vengeance fragrance. Here's the box. Here's the front of it. The side of it has bats on it. 20% perfume oil, alcohol 80% volume. That's a really sleek bottle. I don't think I mentioned this, but you always get a cloth in there to help keep the bottle free of fingerprints, which I already got on there, but how gorgeous is that bottle? Can you see that it's got that reddish shade towards the bottom of the bottle? Beautiful. Okay, this is interesting. I was trying to figure out how to open this, and if you look on the top here, you have a button, and then you can see that that top will slide because it's got grooves here. And you can see right here, it should slide over. So if you push this, it opens up. That's so cool. Try it again. I love that. How smart. That way you're not losing the lid, which I would definitely do. This Vengeance fragrance is beautiful. It's got top notes of bergamot, cardamom, tonka bean, and I think that's what I really like because I know I love bergamot. It's got heart notes of Egyptian jasmine absolute, cashmeron, Haitian vetiver, and base notes are amber, patchouli, and oak moss. This is slightly different than the other one, which has more sweet notes in it. Let me go ahead and actually take all of the products out that I have. So thank you so much to House of Sillage. I now have the entire collection of the Batman products. I think between the two, this Vengeance might be my favorite, although I do tend to like more masculine fragrances anyway. I think this is more masculine than this one. Actually, let me test them for you. I just tried this one again, and top notes are candied apple, pear leaves, magnolia. Heart notes are jasmine, Egypt, cashmeron, tonka bean, vetiver, and base notes are amber, patchouli, oak moss, and musk. Huge thank you to House of Sillage for sending all of these beautiful products over. Again, let me know what you would like to see swatched against any of these products. If I have those, I will swatch them in the Get Ready With Me video. But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.